Okay, so we're back, everyone. This is kind of the second half of our interview practice. So I think Fernando is going to go, but he just messaged me that something's come up, so he's going to join us a bit later. Um, okay, just have to mute everyone. There we go. Okay, so yeah, Fernando was going to go, but that's okay. He can hold his turn and do it later. So who wants to start off the second half of interview practice? So what you're going to do is you're going to tell us about yourself. You're going to keep it really short and simple, under 2 minutes. And you're going to tell us who you are, where have you been, what's your experience, and where are you going next? You know, what's your plan? I think Luciana wants to go, so go ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Luciana. I'm a UI UX designer. I work for about 13 years with web design, and I stay for 5 years in the same company and started to do mobile web too. But in 2015, I went to US, to California, to do a UX course. And I stayed there for 3 months and a half. And I was like, I wanted to go back and work here. So I decided to started to look for a job abroad. And last year I started in a company, a Vanhack company, for 3 months in Palo Alto. And then I come back, and now I experienced this opportunity to work there for a few months, and it's like I don't want to stop think about this. If something appears in US, I want that too, because my brother lives there, and so.
Luciana, sorry. Your microphone, I think, keeps getting cut off.
Okay, now?
That's perfect. Continue. Sorry for interrupting you. All right, go ahead.
Do you heard me right, or you want me to?
I can hear you now. I can hear you now. Yeah, we just lost kind of the last 2 sentences. You can repeat that.
Okay, I was working in US, so now I decided to look for Europe, but US is not out of my options because I already traveled to there to stay there, and so I know how to live there, so it's nice too. And my husband is a programmer, so it's nice for us too to get to another country. So that's it. I don't know if I said everything, but
I think you said a lot. That was really good. Okay, so first thing that I noticed, you're very fluent, and obviously that's going to be a big plus for you. That's going to really help you out in the interview. So congratulations on that. Second important point was that you had a really nice kind of story history going on. So I think you covered a lot of good things. I think what you could work a little bit on, maybe make your response even better, is give your response kind of a natural beginning and ending. And I think that's kind of what was missing a little bit. So you had maybe lots of different things that you talked about, right? So maybe have like a start, and then kind of mention some points, and then you have an ending, which is kind of my plans and this is what I want. So kind of keep that format so the person who's listening to you, it's easy for them to digest it. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's natural. I mean, I understand it's a little bit of anxiety, and that's completely okay and natural. You should have that. But, you know, as you get kind of used to that and it becomes more like excitement, then you become really good.
Yeah. I noticed that there's a lot of work for IT professionals, and for designers, I think it's Now it's stopped. There's nothing new. So I don't know if the country Canada doesn't want designers, or the company that you work in is not hiring designers. So that's that's my concern about that, because
The first thing that you should know is that do not have a concern. Yes, there is. It's not that there isn't demand for designers. It's just that the demand for developers is very high. So maybe it seems like there's a lot more going on, and there is a lot more going on. But that doesn't mean that opportunities for designers don't exist. They do exist. It's just that they seem less because there is just so many opportunities for developers, right? Um, so if you're good at what you do, and I'm pretty sure you are, listening to your interview, to your introduction, I can definitely tell that. There are going to be really good opportunities for you. You just have to be on the lookout, and don't be discouraged by the hype of all the developer roles that are out there. There's so many other great positions, and just go back to the job board on Vanhack, and you will find them, and you can apply to them. And send me a direct message, and I'll help you out if you need help with anything. Okay?
okay. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. So who wants to give her some feedback and then go on? So I think
Can I go?
Jorge. Sorry, I think Jorge wanted to go. So do you want to go? If he's not, then you can go.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead.
Thank
And
you.
then after you, it's the other guy, Luciano.
Okay. For the last, for Luciana, yeah,
Yes.
she's very confident. I think it's the best, the most important part for the hire, for be hired or get job, because the technical part you can learn. It's your foreman. Uh, okay, congratulations for her. So for me, hi everyone. I'm George. George called me here in Canada. I'm from Chile. Uh, I'm not Brazilian. I'm from Chile.
Oh, awesome.
Uh,
I'm actually in Chile right now.
oh, really? I'm 34 years old. I'm computer engineer since 2007. I have around 10 years of experience in the computer world. And in my previous job, I was manager for a support area in IT consulting company. So the last 5 years, I concerned about management, than technology, such as a developer. I have a lot of experience too in data analysis, programming reports for take business decisions. The last year I went to USA. I went to Canada. I'm Canada now for holidays, and something happened with me. I realized I need a change. I need a learn English like a second language, because the last year I don't know nothing in English. So I take a break for this year, 2017, gap year, together my wife and daughter. Now in Canada, uh, I I sold my car for this, uh, and in Canada now studying English as second language, ESL center. So I'm looking for opportunity in Canada now.
Awesome. Well, first of all, um, if you have improved your English from nothing to this level in this amount of time, that's amazing. That's really good. So well done.
Thank you.
And I'm really I really want you to continue doing whatever it is you're doing, because it's working for you, and keep on doing it. You're going to get results. I can see that. And I'm super encouraged by the way you're approaching this. You know, the level of motivation and dedication you have to achieving this goal. It's really inspiring. So, cheers, man. That's awesome.
Thanks a lot.
All right, great. So, okay, so that's, I want to hear what your friends think about your response and kind of what they think about your story. Who wants to, I think Fernando wanted to respond.
Yeah, sure. I like it. It's very clear that it's clear your communication. I could understand everything. I think you are on the right path, and I believe I really hope you will find the job you are looking for in Canada very soon. So my turn, I believe. I am Fernando. I have been developing for more than 10 years, and I even started my own company before joining a university. In my company, I had more than 50,000 customers, and I learned a lot about, for example, project management, budget, resources. But besides having my own company, I also worked for some big companies. Like I worked about a year for IBM, and then I went to GFT and Stefanini. They are all multinational corporations. My real passion is about writing code. I really love writing codes. I love learning about new technologies, new languages, new design patterns. I love designing and architecture. And my next goal is to find a job that allows me to work remotely. And I have a lot of wish to go to Canada in the near future. But for now, I'm looking only for remote positions. And that's it.
Awesome, thank you so much. So first thing that I noticed, you're super fluent, and that's really good. All right, it's really easy for you to communicate, and that's a big plus for you. And also, what was really good about your response was that you did have a clear story, a clear beginning and end, and that is really good to understand and digest for someone who's listening to you. It wasn't too long, and that also makes it a lot easier to listen to. So I think that was a really good response in general. But there's always things that you can notice and make and improve. So I want to see who noticed something that they want to say about your response. I think Denise wanted to go. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right.
Yeah, it's Dennis. My name is Dennis Lins. Good night for everyone. I could understand perfectly everything that Fernando said, and for me, it was clear everything they said. I can understand perfectly. So I'm computer science since 2016, but before that I was interested in technology since I was a teenager, about 14 years. I did some technical course in electronics and telecommunications, and after that I'm graduate in computer science in Universidade Federal de Campina Grande, and I working since 2013 in Android development, and is that I was doing now. In the next few years, I pretend and improve my development skills as a software architect. I'm doing some course in this area, and also as a project manager, and to apply my professional jobs.
Thank you so much. So Denise, very good, very good. Again, you had a very good structure. It's clear that you've practiced this before, right?
Sorry, I couldn't understand.
You've practiced this before. You've practiced saying this response before.
No. Actually,
No?
it's my first time I was
wow.
talking in live with someone in English.
Okay, then.
I'm a bit jealous. So I'm nervous, but it's my first time I'm talking with live here for more than one people in English.
Okay, well, that's amazing for your first time. So congratulations.
Thank you.
I think yes, maybe yeah. Of course, there's lots of room to improve, but it was really good. It was very well structured, and it was clear to understand. That was great. Um, I think how I would focus on improving your response at this stage is I would focus on improving your fluency, right? And how you can do that and kind of being more dynamic and raising your energy level in the conversation. I think that really helps you, right? So kind of be more engaged in the conversation, make it more natural, like you're talking to a friend. And and actually, the best way to practice this is to talk to friends. So participate in interview practice sessions, find people from the Slack channel that you can just talk to, become, however you can, find people that you can practice about. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you for feedback.
Okay, perfect. So, great. That's my side. Now let's see what your friends think. Who noticed something about Denise and wants to give him some feedback?
Can I point one thing out?
Go ahead.
Okay. So it was a really good response, a really good presentation of his points. I just noticed one thing that we as Brazilians have to get better. So you use the word pretend. Actually, we have a word in Portuguese that is similar to the meaning of the word intend. So that's a very, very important point to pay attention to is vocabulary, because I couldn't understand you because I'm a Brazilian. But if an English-speaking person tries to understand this thing, he will not get it. So I think vocabulary is a very good starting point to get better at and improve your interview process.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Great point. Great point. And it's natural, for every language, there are certain barriers or different ways that you talk that when translated to another language, it becomes sometimes confusing, but that's okay, right? As long as you're confident and you're fluent and you have an idea of what you're saying, most of that will be communicated. And of course, as Lucas said, you can focus on the details and make it even better and perfect. And of course, that comes with practice. So thank you so much. Brilliant point. Okay, we're coming close to the end, so we don't have a lot more time left. Let's see who wants to go next.
Can I?
Sure, go ahead.
The microphone's okay?
Seems okay.
Okay, let's go. Hi everyone, my name is Alexandre. I have 26 years old, and I decided to study programming in my first year in the high school. So to do this, before I start to work with programming, I work in fast food restaurant and buffet and banks. So I take the money and pay my university, and now I'm bachelor degree in computer science, and I work 4 years in a company with C#, HTML, JavaScript, CSS, web forms, Windows forms, and a lot of tools in Microsoft platform like SharePoint and other things. And to the future, I'm thinking about work, do some things to change the world, make the people's better, the world's better to all of us. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous.
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry. It's completely natural. I think, the excitement of talking to someone new, talking to a group is also a lot. And the excitement of the possibility of getting a job and a real interview is also going to be a lot. That's okay. What's important is that you train yourself to get used to this excitement and take that and use it to your advantage, make your energy level higher, and create a great relationship with the person. Now, a technique that all of you can use if you feel even a little bit anxious on the day of your interview, even a few minutes before the interview, just practice different types of meditative breathing just for like 30 seconds. There's lots of simple ways to do it. Even if you just focus on your breathing for 30 seconds, it will help you become calm. And it helps a lot. It's a technique that a lot of people who do negotiations, public speaking, different things, that's what they use. Also, your body language, if you keep it open, like move your shoulders back, put your chest up. Actually, this is the position that you should be sitting if you're doing especially a video interview, right? So kind of like this. You want your shoulders back, relaxed. You want your chest kind of open and kind of perked up like you're a bodybuilder or something. And you kind of put your stomach, get your stomach a little bit tight to give your back a good form, and relax your head. You know, you don't need to be like, you know, stiff or staring or whatever, right? Just be normal. And it's actually good to move your hands and be a little bit free and fluid. And that's good. So I think this is what helps you. These little things help you reduce your anxiety, because obviously you're fluent. Your English is great. And I'm sure you've got a lot of great experience to share. So this is what I would suggest for you on how to improve it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right, so we're gonna have the last person give their feedback on Alexandre and tell us about themselves. So who's gonna be last?
Can I?
Go ahead, Pinto.
Yeah, I'm last. So, Alex, I noted three little things about you. You began saying, I have 20-something years. I am 24-something years. I'm calling me sick for Brazilians. You said that in the first year of high school, it's also common mistake for Brazilians because we call high school as first, second, and third year. Just say you start coding high school. Just be a little bit more casual about it, which is, honestly, I think you're great. And one great thing that I thought you did is that you listed the technologies that you work with, and the list wasn't very long. I really like that because it gives the person who's listening to you a clear understanding of what you can work on, and it doesn't overwhelm them, and it doesn't get them asking, okay, what does this guy do? I really thought it was great.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Great feedback, Pinto. Go ahead.
So, myself, Pinto is actually my last name. My first name is Thiago, which is unpronounceable in English, so I just go by James. It's kind of one of those decisions you just have to make. And I have been working with Ruby on Rails for the past 7 years. I began in 2010. Prior to that, I had 3 years of other technologies, a bunch of other stuff, mainly in .NET. But on the past 7 years, I've been focusing exclusively on Ruby on Rails. I have some 20-something contributions to Ruby on Rails sources itself. I own 3 gems, and I help maintain another. I help maintain the OAuth gem. And yeah, that's it. I just have been working a lot on the Ruby on Rails environment, and I just know a lot about Ruby on Rails.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Pinto. All right, so this is the last feedback, you guys. After that, we'll just kind of wrap
Hit me
up.
with clubs, please.
All right. So, okay, so feedback for Pinto. All right, so number one thing that I noticed great about you, you are super confident, and that's really good, and that shows. That's perfect. And you're casual, which is also a great attitude to have in an interview. Now, a couple of things that I'm going to mention to you actually are about kind of the way that you're presenting the interview. So one thing is you're moving your chair. That's not a good thing. So don't do that. Don't do that. It's very, very distracting. So when you do that, like the person who's listening to you is like, this is annoying. Why is this person moving? And they just forget what you said, right? So it's just little stuff like that. So you're obviously a charming guy. You've got super confidence. So don't do that. It's going to ruin the thing. So keep that. That's perfect. Another thing. So I think what you can do to make your response even more powerful. I mean, I really like the fact that you're taking it casually and you just go through it like a natural conversation. That's perfect. But maybe what you could do is kind of have a storyline written somewhere, just like a note or something. The points that you want to mention, right? Not to read from, definitely don't read from, but to kind of have a beginning, middle, and end to your story. Because at the end, I kind of felt like you're just like, okay, this is enough. I mean, I've said enough. At the end, maybe you should be just like, this is my point, right? Like this is what I want to do. This is what I'm looking for. This is kind of my next step or my next phase is I'm looking for this awesome position, and this is my career focus, right? That's what you should be ending with. That should be your ending note. And yeah, other than that, amazing, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, thank you. And to be honest, especially, thank you for taking the time to do this with us. Really.
You're very welcome. I love doing this. This is the best part of my job. And I've been doing it for a while, so I just love it. It's always great to talk to you, amazing people, super smart people, all in one room. I mean, what else do you want? So I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. And I hope you take advantage of small opportunities that you have to practice and do this again and again, whether it's with yourself or with other people. You can, as I promised, you have a special offer that Ilya gave to me that I can give to you guys. So I think for a limited time, I don't know if it's like 24 hours or 48 hours, you can use the code JOBS to sign up for Vanhack Premium. And Vanhack Premium is actually maybe not for everybody. It's more for people who are serious. They need to practice. We have regular interview practices about, I think right now it's almost 40 hours a week, 40 hours a month. There's a group dedicated for practicing, and all sorts of different questions that you have about immigration, about newest job posts are done really quickly. You can have direct access to me or any other account manager or recruiting partner there. So it's kind of, everything is on super speed, and it's a lot faster and a lot more engaging. So if you want to, if you're in that stage and if you're ready to kind of, if you're seriously looking for jobs and you want to practice and you want to be confident, I think it's a really good opportunity. So you can use this code. And in order to sign up, you just go to this link, right? And then use this code on your checkout, and you can get $15 off for forever, I guess. So every month you get $15 off of the price using this code. Yeah, that's it. So thank you guys for participating. If you have any questions or if you need help with anything, just hit me a DM. I'll respond as soon as I can because there's a lot of messages. So, but that's it. Thank you guys. It was amazing talking to you. Have a great night and good luck on your journey.
Thanks, Mo.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, guys.
Good night. Good night.
Thank you.